Hello there and a warm welcome to another installment of SA Decides Town Hall Debate brought to you by ANN7. My name is Audrey Chwanda and I will be the moderator for this debate. This time we come to you from KwaZulu-Natal province. We are in Newcastle, and up for grabs on the 3rd of August this time is Amajuba municipality. It has been, Newcastle has been in the headlines the past couple of weeks for the infamous political killings. We'll be trying to get to the bottom of those issues and any other issues that may be affecting this municipality, from service delivery, from the finances of this municipality. Well, let the debate begin, and to help me understand some of these issues, let me introduce to you my panelists. Well, we'll start from the ANC. We have a representative. Unfortunately, they're not sitting in the order that I will be telling you. We have Mr. Makosini Nkosi. He is the mayoral candidate for this municipality. Also joining us from the Democratic Alliance is Dr. Imran Kika. He is also in charge of the portfolio for health in this for the Democratic Alliance. From the IFP as well joining us is Councillor Reginald Ndima. Thank you for joining us, sir. And last but not least, from Azapo, we have Mr. Mduduzi Bohale. Well, let's get started, gentlemen. Opening remarks. We'll start with Azapo. What is your party about in this municipality as we approach the elections that are just a few weeks away?
Yeah, thanks. Thanks to you, and thanks to the audience that are here. I think these elections, it's all about our own people. Our people want services. Our people want change, and our people want development. And our people wants to know what is happening around the issues of education. Our people wants to know what is it that exactly that this municipality will do in terms of the municipality building houses for them.
Okay.
So it's all about that. Right. These elections, it's all about that.
Well, thank you for those opening remarks. We go to the ANC now. Mr. Nkosi, you are governing this municipality. What have been your achievements in 1 minute?
Thank you very much. Greetings to the audience here and those that are watching at home. As the ANC, we pride ourselves, without being arrogant, about the work that we have done for this municipality. Mr. Buhala, I wonder whether he lives here or from another town. People know the houses that we have built. Like, I have a list here. If I can start counting, it will take us the whole day to do that. We are building houses of high quality standards, houses that has never been built before. And most importantly, we give ownership to those houses. Come to infrastructure, we are building roads, we are putting up waterborne sewer, we are putting up infrastructure in terms of halls that we are building. All the needs that the people want that will impact them positively on their daily basis. We are on top of the issues. The ladies that I see here that are coming with the DA, they live in the houses that are built by us as the ANC government, and we care as the ANC. Therefore, we are here. These elections are about the social agreement between us as the ANC and the community to extend it further so that we can continue with the good work that we're doing in the
Mr. Nkosi, thank you for those opening remarks. We come to the IFP now. Councillor Ndima, the ANC brags of improving infrastructure and the housing that it has given the people of this municipality. As your party, as the IFP, what are your priorities? What do you think the people of this municipality need?
Thank you very much. Greetings to the viewers and listeners at home. Firstly, our main purpose is to get rid of the corruption within this municipality. And then you see the issue of fraud as well as the abuse of power. And also, we want to address the issue of irregular, fruitless expenditure. You see, when we look at it escalates up to 46 million. So that is an exuberant amount. It means now they're abusing. And the issue of appointing people, we don't appoint in countries, but we want to follow the correct procedures in terms of recruiting people with skills so that everybody will enjoy the benefit of this municipality, not to serve individual or specific members affiliated with a certain political party. That is our main aim. That is why we have a theme which says, trust us. Yes. We are the champions in terms of service delivery. Thank you very much.
Okay, Councillor, thank you for those opening remarks. Last but not least, Democratic Alliance. Dr. Kika, the DA is the main opposition party in this municipality. As we approach the elections, what are your priorities?
Audrey, on the 3rd of August, South Africans have a choice. They can either continue with high unemployment, corruption, or joblessness and the lack of service delivery, or they can choose a party that has a proven track record in government, that has shown that where we govern, we will improve and continue to improve, and where we are in opposition, we will hold the governing party to account. Also, Audrey, it's very important, and the audience should clearly know, that those houses that you talk about, Honorable Nkosi, and the other things that you talk about, are not a favor of your government to the people. It is the right of the people to live in these houses and receive these services.
Right. There we have it, gentlemen. Thank you for those opening remarks. The ice has been broken. But, you know, at the end of the day, the numbers speak for themselves. Let's look at the track record of the political parties here from the 2006 elections to the 2011 elections, how they have improved, if at all they have. I'll start with the ANC. 2006, you garnered 57%, and in 2011, a slight improvement to 61%. Your thoughts on those numbers as we come to the 2016 elections? Do you see yourself going higher? Because it's a slight improvement. It's significant, but it is there.
Look, all I can say is that, as you say, the track record must speak for itself. We are not here to say to the people, we are going to do this for you. We are saying to the people, this is what we have done for you up to this far, and we are going to continue to improve doing that.
Okay, so you're feeling confident with these numbers?
We are more than confident that the people have seen what we are doing, and they're going to allow us to continue.
Okay. Yes. Dr. Kika, I have to come to you. The Democratic Alliance, 2006, you garnered 16%, and in 2011, a slight improvement of 21%. But why are you failing to reach numbers that the ANC has reached as the Democratic Alliance?
I don't think that should be the question. I think the question is this, and it's simply that the Democratic Alliance is the only political party in South Africa that election after election has improved in its numbers.
But then when you say you're improving in your numbers, ultimately you want your numbers to be higher, so you're the governing party.
Significantly higher, and that is what we aim to do. And we will continue to grow. In fact, the only party that has decreased election after election on the polls is the ANC. So that's the track record that we are looking at. In fact, our projections for South Africa in this coming election is that we will be taking the metros of Nelson Mandela, Tshwane, Ekhuruleni, Johannesburg, and we will take away every single municipality from the ANC in the Western Cape in this election. That is what we are looking for.
Okay. 2006, you garnered 11%, and in 2011, you went down to 4%. How do you find yourself in this position? What seems to be the problem? Why are you not appealing to the electorate?
Yes, thank you very much. We learn from the past, so we'll capitalize from that, and we know that NFP deflected from us towards election. That is why we had now such a problem. But we have drastically improved, and I promise the IFP is growing from strength to strength because of its strength and the clean record in terms of running the municipality. We are the champions. We are very proud of ourselves. And please bear me in mind, on the 4th of August, we will be counted.
Yes, on the 3rd of August. I just want to hear your mind on this. With the NFP having been disqualified from the upcoming elections, do you see yourselves as a party taking advantage of the numbers and trying to woo some of their voters to your side?
We are very sympathetic about the NFP. We see, we don't believe in the failure of other political parties. We are working hard on our own, using our own strategies to improve and then to draw more attention, more people to the IFP, not the issue of NFP. They may sympathize with us because they know the track record of us in terms of good governance.
Okay. Just final remarks from Azapo with regards to the numbers of the elections. Do you have a realistic chance of getting a decent number of seats in this municipality? Or are you looking to perhaps be in partnership with the coalition with any other party?
Firstly, Azapo, we believe that the truth cannot be replaced by the numbers. The truth will always be the truth. For instance, what I've seen, I'm a councillor in this municipality. What I've seen is that our own people have been treated as customers and clients. We want a municipality that is going to treat our people as citizens. Our people are not customers. Our people are not clients in the land of theirs. This country belongs to the black people. I've heard my colleague next to me bragging about building houses. Building houses is a sacred responsibility of municipality to do so.
Indeed,
It's not something that you can, as if you are doing a favor for our people. That's what municipality must do. It must build the houses. It must ensure that people get employment, create the conducive environment for people to get employment. What is happening here? You see, we have a very serious problem of corruption in this municipality.
I'm still on the numbers.
And municipality, and that corruption, it drives investors away from our own municipality. I can cite one classical example. As municipality, we lost 10.5 million. And that money was not traceable. We don't know what happened to that money. We have tried very hard because the ruling party here always use its numbers to shut down the truth.
No, that's
Right,
So-
and speaking of the ruling party, Mr. Nkosi, let's address the elephant in the room, the political killings that come from within your party. Why is there such violent contestation when it comes to the ANC? Does it have anything to do with the will of the people, or is it about the greed coming from personalities within your party?
It would be irresponsible for us to say it's political killings when we don't have evidence to prove that. Let's wait for the police to do their work. Let the culprits be arrested and be brought before the courts of law, and let the law take its course. It would be irresponsible for any one of us to start saying it's political killing and start pointing fingers at any person, be it within the party or outside the party.
So are you putting it on record, Mr. Nkosi, that these are not political killings? They have nothing to do with the ANC?
I am saying we have no evidence that suggests that it's political killings.
Well, I suppose the Hawks is investigating. When the report comes, perhaps we'll address it then. Let's speak of the corruption.
Precisely.
You wanted to respond to that?
Yes, I'm saying about corruption. You see, DA, when books are not delivered at school, they will not say the ANC has failed to deliver books. They'll say the ANC has failed to deliver books. They will not end there because the tender was given to a person who's connected to the ANC, therefore it's corruption. When there is not enough medication at the clinic, they will always link it to corruption. And they have spoken this lie such that they tend to believe it as the truth. And you see, corruption may be real and may be perceived. The problem with perceived corruption is that it's difficult to deal with because it's always rumors, you know. You can't put a finger on it. But real corruption, we can deal with. We have in the municipality, in the past few years, we have dealt with people that were caught with fingers in the cookie jar. We have dismissed people. We have actually followed the matter up with the police. On the issue of the 10.3 million, let's please, Councillor Buhali, please understand so that, listen carefully so that you will understand. There were people that were arrested. If I'm not mistaken, there were about 5 or 6. Out of those, 2 of them entered into a plea bargaining in terms of Section 105 of the Criminal Procedure Act, and they were given a suspended sentence with the understanding that they are going to testify against the other 3. The other 3 were charged before the Commercial Crimes Court in Durban. 2 weeks ago, I was with the auditor's firm that is assisting us as private investigators. They confirmed that the case is still going on. The problem is that the accused keep on changing their lawyers, and it's delaying the matter. We've got the case number. Any person who's interested in following up the matter, we can always provide the case number and also provide the dates upon which these people are appearing before court, so that they will know that we are not covering them. Thank you.
And speaking of, I'll stay with you, Councillor Nkosi. Speaking of auditors, let's speak of the Auditor General's report. An amount of 337 million rand of unauthorized payments coming from your municipality. Who's accountable for that?
You see, we are a high-capacity municipality. The budget that we have is so huge. But that does not exonerate us from being an accountable government. We are having a challenge when it comes to the systems, our financial systems that we have. Remember, the AG's report does not say that the money has been stolen. That is the other lie that is being spread by the opposition. People must understand what is an unauthorized expenditure. which is totally different from your fruitless and wasteful expenditure. Unauthorized expenditure are those expenditures that we have spent money on things that were essential for service delivery, but only to find that we have not perhaps followed the process, or in many instances we do not have the evidence to back that up. For instance, your documents, the document management system is somehow lacking. That is what is leading us to that. Right. And I can assure you, we are going to this. That is priority number one. We have been eluded by a clean audit for the past 5 years now in succession, and we don't pride ourselves with that. In fact, we are ashamed of that, because if you look at the issues that are giving us this audit outcome, it is issues that if we set our heads and our minds on them, it's issues that we can overcome.
When we talk about irregular, fruitless and wasteful expenditure, either one of those categories that fall into section 16, 17 and 36 of the MFMA will tell you it is a red flag for corruption. Worse still, in this municipality during that tenure, we had a municipal manager whose fiance or partner was in charge of SCM in this municipality.
No, that's not true.
Right. Further than that, there is no environment in this municipality to deal with whistleblowers. We live in an environment where whistleblowers are victimized, fired, and God knows what else will happen to them. So people talk to us unofficially and tell us, for example, that this municipality pays 20 rand for a bar of soap when it costs 7 rands in a supermarket, or it costs 30 rands for a torch, but the municipality is paying 300 rands for it. Those are the types of examples that lead to that kind of expenditure, 337 million rand. The budget of this municipality had the audacity to submit a budget to the MEC of Finance that was unfunded, and had to receive documents to tell them to go and change it and submit a funded budget. To that extent, that irregular expenditure amount that you mentioned of 300 and some odd million rands, this municipality, Honorable Nkosi is correct, is a high capacity municipality with a budget of around 2 billion rands. If you look at that figure, it is more than 10% of the budget that is irregular. Regarding those documents in this municipality, when we sat on impact, the reason we don't have those audits is because those documents go missing. I wonder why. I mean, if those are the types of things happening, then you have to ask yourself the question, how did it come about in the first place that they can't keep books?
Councillor Ndima, Mr. Nkosi has considered that the municipality has not had a clean audit for the past 5 years. In terms of transparency of finances in this municipality, what are your thoughts on that?
Yes, I concur with him. It's a disgrace that 5 consecutive years the AG has found Newcastle not having a clean audit. But there are professionals, people who are highly paid, who are running the department. But at the same time, we find that they have some sort of findings saying that you must have solutions to this to address, but only to find that it's getting worse. So now I think the best way, because there is no transparency, there is no accountability. As now the DA speaker said, I don't concur with him, but he said the truth by saying that there were some documents in terms of the audit report which was not given to the public, so there is no transparency. Instead, it's getting worse. We can't say 5 consecutive years, the whole term, we are not receiving a difference, clean audit. Why?
Right. Mr. Bohali, as the opposition, it's part of your job to keep the governing party on their toes. Let's speak of service delivery, bread and butter issues for people on the ground. What are your views when it comes to this municipality? Are people receiving services?
The truth is that the problem of corruption is not only the problem of the ANC. I don't know why they are so defensive. It's a problem that I'm saying that all of us, we need to stand up and try to address that matter. Let me tell you what has happened. When we said as an organization in municipality that because we have lost 10.5 million under your guide. Now we cannot employ you further as an The ANC felt that he must continue to employ him. And what is that? If a person failed to protect the monies of the community, you still want to employ him. What is that? That's the serious problem that we need all of us to address. Because corruption, it actually eats up on the development of our own people. Our people are losing opportunity to have decent houses, it's because of this corruption. Our people are losing an opportunity to have decent education. It's because of this corruption. We are saying that we need all of us to sit down and address that particular problem, because one of the problems that perpetuate this is that people are being employed, they are being deployed on position, even if they don't qualify.
He spoke about corruption and he mentioned the 10.3. Now that I've given a very convincing explanation, he's moving the goalpost now to say no. He's not necessarily talking about 10.5, 10.3 as an act of corruption, which he emphatically did. We are all saying corruption is a problem for all of us. We are not in denial. That is why I said we have dealt with issues where we have discovered municipal employees involved in corrupt activities. You'll be surprised. We have caught municipal employees that are sweeping the street, selling jobs. A person is told, give me 5,000 rand, I'll make sure that you get into the municipality. Out of desperation, our people would pay that money. And when they see that nothing is happening, then they'll come to us and say, this person approached me and the three of us gave him 15,000 rand because we were promised jobs. And we dealt with those cases. I'm saying to Councillor Kika, I am going to introduce an anonymous email where a person who sends an email to me as the mayor is not going to be detected. To say to people, whatever corruption issue that you want to raise with us, that is whistleblowing, send me the email.
Safe, right.
I will definitely follow it up, because people, they are prepared to speak, but they are afraid.
Okay.
Well, while I was at the municipality, I used to receive SMSs, phone calls, people telling me issues that when I go and investigate, you find that they are there, but you need people that will come and say, we were the victims. But that system is coming into place. It's going to get priority, and I'm telling you, it's going to help us to go a long way to fight the issue of corruption.
Thank you, Councillor Nkosi. Dr. Kika, issues of corruption keep propping up. I try to introduce the issue of service delivery to see if it is effective in this municipality. Is it affected by all those corruption stories that we're getting from my panelists here?
Look, the Honourable Nkosi, I must welcome the initiative that he wants to take, that he wants to establish an anti-corruption or a corruption reporting line or a hotline, so to speak. But the environment doesn't exist where these people will be safeguarded. These people's lives are in danger always, everywhere, we know that. So if the environment is going to be conducive for people to report it, people will. It's always very good to do it anonymously as well. The problem,
are you alluding to the political killings that we keep seeing in the media?
The political killings is a separate topic, but I still want to come and pick up on the issue of corruption. Now we need to understand where this corruption comes from, and Councillor Buhali was trying to allude to some point. But you see, it is in 2007 in Polokwane that the ANC took the decision of cadre deployment. And this system of cadre deployment has actually entrenched political patronage and has caused factions that causes people to be aligned to others, as a result of which you get unrest and political killings that take place on the ground. I mean, clearly, election results, like I said to you earlier, election after election, the ANC is the only party that is declining. So the pot is becoming smaller. People are killing each other for space, people are killing each other for opportunities, and that is one of the reasons why I think there are political killings on the ground. It is the political patronage and the system that is created around it that has caused major corruption, the lack of accountability in municipalities, and we've got rid of this as the Democratic Alliance, where we equal the playing fields by introducing management systems. I know the ANC is speaking about it in their manifesto, and they say that, you know, we'll look at councillor performance and so on. But what happens on the ground, what happens on paper, and what happens in practice doesn't always work.
And we'll come back to all
ANC.
those points. We're running out of time. We're about to end our first half of the debate. Before we do take a break, I want closing remarks from each of you gentlemen. We'll start with Azapo in a minute, sir, before we cross to the floor. Closing remarks.
We are saying scrap the debts that is being owed by our people who are living around Matateni or Sizweni and related areas. Scrap the debt, because there is this system of keeping our own people indebted to municipality forever. If you go to Matateni, you will always find people owing municipality not less than 30,000. And there is no likelihood that those people will be able to pay. We are saying scrap those debts. Azapo is saying scrap those debts for our own people, because the majority of our people are not working.
All right, so we need to take care of the indigent. From the ANC, Councillor Nkosi.
No, thank you very much. This is my promise and my undertaking and a commitment to the people of Newcastle. We as the ANC are going to ensure visionary, responsible and accountable leadership. We are also going to ensure that we improve in terms of service delivery and the standard of that, and we are going to give swift service delivery. We want to also improve in terms of performance, both by officials and councillors. Councillors must be always with the people. Councillors must understand how the municipality systems work, and they must always be able to account to people why things are happening, and most importantly, why are they not happening. We are also going to make sure that in terms of labor relations between organized labor and management, we improve the relations for us to have stability, because for as long as your labor relations are not harmonious, you always run the risk and the threat of an unstable municipality, and that directly impacts on the service delivery from where the very same employees that are striking come from. Therefore, we are saying as the ANC, as much as we have done what we have done up to this far, there is still more to be done, and we are saying to the people on the 3rd of August, make no mistake, let's extend the agreement.
As the IFP, we believe that we'll bring the stability within this municipality. The people has lose hope about the corruption which takes place on daily basis. We therefore believe that even the youth which is neglected, we have the plans to invite these business people not to support the IFP, but to support the youth program as well as the schemes. Because people, they invite business people just to assist their political parties. We want to see the youth of Newcastle benefiting from our municipality, because they are the part and parcel, not as interns, not as EPTWP workers, but as workers. We want to create job, we want to create permanent job for everybody, irrespective of affiliation or what. Thank you very much.
Thank you for those closing remarks. Dr. Kika, Democratic Alliance.
The people of Amajuba are fed up of false promises. The people of Amajuba need accountability to know where the money has gone. And the people of Amajuba in South Africa are in need of jobs and a growing economy. The economy of Newcastle, we've just seen Venco closing now. We've seen the clothing industry suffer, and we've seen industry in this town suffer. Unemployment under this ANC is increasing and not decreasing, and Stats South Africa and facts and figures speak for themselves, which we are happy to give to the audience and to the audience of South Africa. In summary,
Democratic Alliance,
the Democratic Alliance is the change that South Africa needs.
Well, that's all the time we have for our first debate. Well, the first part of the debate. Do stay with us. We'll take a short break and then we'll come back to you. Again, we're coming to you from KwaZulu-Natal in the Newcastle Amajuba municipality.